folks, and welcome to a new game for us. This is called Pixel Airport Tycoon, and as you can clearly tell by the title thing, it's pixel-based, but it doesn't look pixely. We'll get into all that. Before I jump into this, just make sure when you load up, this game is defaulted into German, so you have to click on Options and then make sure you put it in English, not Deutsch, and those are the only options you have for the entirety of the game. We're going to start off a new game here. I'm going to put it on easy mode, and I'm going to put on full 100% if we demolish stuff, because this game's hard. It's very, very, very fun, but it's hard. Let's go ahead and get started here. And you can see, let me pause the game real fast. Just pause it up here. We can see we have different land here. And then on the first top left-hand side, we have all these steps that we need to do to accomplish our goals. It's talking right now, but I'm not going to worry about that. What I am going to worry about is this road right down here, which is going to the city. So the first thing it says we need to do is build a terminal. Terminals can be found under passenger. And we have a terminal. I'm going to place that terminal.
Will guide you. Good luck.
I think right there. And that should be fine. Then I'm going to go to ground and street. And we will connect that. There's not like, it doesn't click, hold, and drag real nice. But we have that part taken care of. Okay. The next thing we need to do is parking. So we're going to go to small parking. And this is not parking for the cars. This is parking for the planes. Just a heads up. It confused me greatly when I first got in here. So I'm going to add some parking here. And the little R sticking out, I believe it's which way the planes are supposed to go. I don't really know, but that's what we're going to play with. Oh, and I need to build a runway as well. So we're going to go into, is it passengers? No. Is it here? No. Some of the stuff doesn't necessarily make sense where it's supposed to go. But I'm going to put my taxiways like so. And then we're going to go in and build a small runway. And I'm going to just dump that runway right there. Cool. I'm also going to go back to taxiway and just make sure that we have multiple spots for the planes to go if they need to. I'm also going to build a small apron there, which is just for our vehicles that we'll eventually get for them to be able to drive and such. I don't know what large taxiway is very large. Okay, don't want that right now. We're going to just stick with smaller taxiways. And then I'll put in an apron or stuff here. But the next thing we need to do is build our fuel depot. That should be over in supply. And then this word is not translated, but it's a fuel depot. It's not a craft stuff. But that's what it is for us right now. We'll do that, I suppose. Okay. Then I need to lay underground pipes. So we're going to go over, instead of surface here, we're going to click on that. It's going to bring us underground. And you see our pipes are coming from, well, that's for baggage. We don't have a baggage set up, but we do have fuel. So we're going to lay some pipes. I'm going to click on pipe. Bring it out. The P is our pipeline source. So we'll just connect these up. And I believe this will all turn green. There it is. And then we can head back out to be above ground. All right. Going through, we've done just fine. We're going to right click on this. We're going to buy some fuel. We're going to fill it up, and we're also going to buy a truck. And we got that part handled. Next thing we need to do is build an administration building. So we're going to go to service and administration. So not security, not that. Well, I guess it's supply. And then admin. Supply and service mean the same thing for us right now. So I'll slap that in there like so. All right, and then we can do some different stuff on there, depending on what we want to do. We need a maintenance building, so I'm going to go back to supply, and we'll find maintenance. I think that's where it's at. There it is. We got our maintenance building set, and then we also need to build a staff center. So supply and staff center. Boom. All this stuff is crazy expensive, by the way. If we take a look, we have $900,000 there on the top left-hand corner, and you need to keep track of the stuff. There's a ton of things going on up here that are super important to the game. Build a staff center and hire a fuel attendant. So I'm going to click on the staff center, and we're going to hire our fuel attendant. After that, we need to build a tower, which is... Where are you, tower? Where are you? Where did you go? Oh, you're over there. Okay, we got a small tower. We're going to just build that right there. You see a little disc swimming around there, making sure that we get our radar. Okay, we have to hire an air traffic controller, so right click on that and do that. Then we need to build a power supply and a security fence. We have a night flight ban. We don't have the ability to search for it. It's $100,000 to get night flights. I'm not worried about that right now. What I am worried about, though, is making sure that we can build our power plant. So we're going to go to supply and power. And a power plant is, it's expensive. And we're just going to slap that right over there. And then I need to go to security and build a fence. Oh God. Oh God. All right. So if I want to, I can remove that part. I built a security fence, didn't I? All right. Let's try it again here. Build a fence. Cool. I built a fence. I did it. This is the weird part of this game is it doesn't necessarily listen to all the things that you think it should do. So we have, this is a departure and arrival mode. We can set it into those. We got all of that stuff. We got this. There's nothing to do with any of these. These guys, we already got our stuff. We can actually assign parking to certain parts of that if we want. Let's go ahead into security and build. I don't want to do any of that. So in airlines, we can take a look there and see what we have. We can offer contracts to these planes and see what they like or what they need to have here. And we can see accepted contracts. We don't currently have any. We don't have any cargo stuff. Our flight stuff, we have no flights because we haven't accepted any of that. Fleet, we have one truck and we can repair them or see what's going on with them. Our pricing, we don't have a finance 2 yet. And research, we have to click on our admin building and we're going to build a research department. You can see in licenses, we have nighttime flights and cargo. That's $300,000 between the two of those. So we're not going to worry about that too much. But we do have that. Let's go ahead and build a finance department and a planning department because we have enough money to do those things. Now, when I click on research, we get a whole new world of stuff, which is super cool. So we can upgrade to a new terminal, which will increase the maximum capacity. Goes all the way up to terminal expansions. We have large and medium runways we can look at. We can upgrade our small tower, so it's a small tower plus. We can do that stuff. We have our large stand and jetways. Cargo stuff goes bananas. We get cold fleets, live fleets, express fleets. Services, we get baggage services, de-icing, washing. Like, there's so much here, and it's in such a simplistic form. It's very, very fun. But we need to go over into airlines, and let's just try offering a contract to these guys. 7 days is binding. Minimum reputation, sure. We'll just sign that. And if we take a look at our contracts, there we go. If we go back to airlines, that's the only one I think that we can do right now. And then if we go to flight status, no arrivals or departures currently. If I speed the game up here, I don't know why the security fence is not letting us do our thing. I don't know if I have to outline things entirely in the security fence or what's going on with it. But let's go into security and just try making a fence. Oh, I think I got it. Hey, there's our first plane. Let me slow it down a little bit here. So I'm just going to do this for our fence for right now. It likes to keep stuff active even though you don't click on it. All right. So there we go. We got our planes coming in. Look, I love the simplicity. Like, the lights, they're nothing special. It's just dots that move down, but they look good. And I'm happy with that. If we take a look here, our first 2 planes are down, although this is a terrible design that they have to land directly in line with that. Whatever, it's okay. So now we have our fuel truck going out. They have their waiting time. I can't zoom in anymore, but you can see there's a little bit of activity happening down here. We have our fuel truck. Can I buy another one? There we go. Let's buy a second fuel truck. Our planes are loading up with fuel. Takes a little while, but they're getting there. And you can see we are making money. So $1,100 is coming in to do all of that. I'm not going to worry about whatever these things are. And then the plane's getting ready to roll out. So there it is. I don't know why that's highlighted in orange, but that plane is gone. Cool. It looks like its engine had a problem potentially there, but I can't do anything about that. And then this one's going. There we go. It's lined up, and there we go. We got takeoff clearance. So there we are. If we take a look up at our fuel, we got 95% of our fuel. I don't know what that means. It's our CO2 a day. Cool. And then we can get some carbon offset stuff if we want to. Our security rating kind of sucks right now. Our overall rating kind of sucks. And we don't have that much as far as passengers go. But we do have planes coming in. And look, that one has a darker tail than that one does. All right, let's go in and see what else we can add on here to make this thing a little better. So if we go into ground, I don't think I want to do any of that stuff. We already have our terminal set. We don't have any ability to do that. We could do some more. Oh no, that's parking for those guys. If we go to private, we can do private parking for smaller planes if we wanted to. Like we can make a little private area out there. That might be something that's fun. I am going to buy some more fuel trucks though. So now we have 5 trucks. So all of those planes should be able to get fueled up really easily without really any real trouble. And what I'm tempted to do is just make another runway over here. So this is our arrival one, and then we have over here is our departures. I don't know if that's really necessary or not, but it's an idea that we could do. We're okay on power, I think. And then we go over here, we get our statistics so we can see exactly what's going on. So we see our expenses are bananas compared to everything else, but that's okay. We have our achievements, which doesn't look like we have a lot in that way. But we got our first flight. We have to get to 50 flights to become a global airport. 250 flights become international. A hub is 1,000. A mega is 5,000. Holy goodness. Okay. So no, I don't want to do any of that. How do I close this out? I'll just click on that. I don't know. I don't know how to close this. There it is. It's at the bottom, close. We have a question area, which for me, this has not been the most useful thing, quite honestly. There's stuff in there, but it's just not the best thing ever. So if we take a look here, we have a whole bunch of stuff. We have our different terminals, and they take up different sizes. Our taxiways are for 3x3 or just for the large planes. We have small, medium stuff there. The administration building. So we have no passenger or cargo traffic without it. You have to have it, and you only build it one time and you're done. Maintenance building, it's a required building. No planes will land without that. And only built once. Tower, have to have it. Doesn't matter. Apron, vehicles use these paths. Taxiways are used as a fallback. And then roads are for all of that stuff. Take a look down here a little farther. We have all of this fun stuff. We can generate extra income and do all of that. And then our cargo system is set there. All right, so scroll all the way down to the bottom because there's tons to go over here with all of this. But right now, we have a functioning basic airport. Is it the most beautiful, great airport in the world? Absolutely not. But it does the job, I think. Let's take a look and see what else we have. So we could put a parking garage in if we'd like. I could just... hold on. I have to demolish this fencing area here. And at least it's giving us our $100 back for all that. The game kind of weirdly glitches whenever you do stuff like that, so just be aware that's a thing that could happen. We'll get a parking garage. Let's get 2 parking garages. And anything else that we can think of. How about a bus stop? There we go. All right. And I'm still trying to figure out how all of this works as far as designing things and doing all the stuff with all this. It doesn't fully make sense to me yet, but that's okay. I'll get there. And we'll figure out exactly how all of this is supposed to function here in just a little longer. But let's go over and let's build out some more taxiway here. So I'm going to do that. And you can see how the game stutters a little bit. I don't think it's a programming issue. I think it's just how it's designed to be. But we have our night flight ban in place. We're going to have to spend some money to do that. But what I want to do is I want to set up private planes. So we'll do a private parkway thing there. And I just want to see what this does for us. So we're going to add a fairly significant private area out there. And then we can go in. We could add a hotel if we want services. We don't have any of that research done. Short-term parking. Oh, that's cool. Security-wise, though, that's what I want to focus on next. So, whoa, how much does a fire truck cost? $300,000. That's a lot. We have a hospital for $400,000. Man, we're going crazy here. So we'll do that. Just a heads up, if you hit escape at all on the keyboard, it will exit you out of full screen mode. It's dumb. I don't like it, but whatever. So we'll do that. Morning should be coming around. We should hopefully be getting a whole bunch more flights in here soon. And we're going to see if that leads to more of these, if we get any private planes at all. Because I don't know if we will or not. There's a private plane. There we go. So yeah, we get a little itty bitty plane there. And you can see it went to German randomly. These little planes are fun to watch though. The fuel trucks are kind of ridiculous, but that's okay. I think I might have added on too many of these little planes to do anything good. Let's take a look here. If we click on bank, we can take a loan out. It's for $500,000. Don't want to do that. And let's go back over to our statistics here and just take a look. So today's income is $36,000, which is great. We've spent $7,000-ish. Our fuel is currently at 55%, so we're going to have to buy some more fuel here. So let's just go ahead and fill that up. Cool. And then we'll close that out. And we're doing the work. Got planes all over the place, getting ready to head out for the day. I guess the private planes don't really care. It seems like it's nighttime, right? There's the bus with all the little peoples coming in. Look how big they are. Oh, they just got all run over. All right, but yeah, it's cool, man. It's legitimately very fun to go through and building out. Like each one of these squares is $5 million. We have made money. We've made about $50,000 in the last little bit here. I think it's time for another runway. What do you think? I think that's a worthwhile expense here. So we're gonna throw that in there. Bam. We'll do a taxiway. Go in there and there. Now this one is going to be departure mode only. And this one will be for arrivals only. And it looks like I may have caused some problems here. So let me just turn that back to both modes here. I'm just trying to wait for these planes down here to unstack because they're all built on top of each other. So hopefully we can get them out overnight here. It looks like we have 2. Okay, now I can set the arrivals only. Hopefully you go. No. Stop going that way. I also don't like that our planes drove on the apron. I thought that was for just the trucks, not for anybody else. All right, let me try changing this one over to arrivals only and then change this one to departures only and see if that will clear up our issues. All right, so we do have big planes landing. That's good. Got some small planes going. That's fine. All right, we're going through. Our little airport is functioning. It's doing its thing. We haven't had any real expenses today, but we're doing okay. Let's see. Can we play with pricing? Nope, that requires finance. We already have those guys. Well, we can just repair all of them, make sure that we're good to go. A flight board shows us what we have. All of that. Let's see. Can we get any more airline? So this one needs Terminal 2 and baggage. Okay, so let's go over to research. Not staff. My goodness. Research. And let's go ahead and get Terminal 2 researched. It's going to take a little while. And then we also need to research baggage. So I guess I gotta wait for the first one to finish up, and then we'll kind of see what comes after that. You can see that this one is ARP, so arrival, or ARR, and this is DEP, so departures. We have that. I don't like that our little plane made our big plane wait. I also don't like that we just drive right over aprons. Whatever. we're doing the things. Look at all of that. That's very fun. Little airplanes just doing their thing, going around and having a good time here. So money-wise, I think we're making money again. I hope. Yeah, we're making money. I mean, we're not rolling in anything, but we're doing our thing. Research-wise, we're just about done with terminal number 2. So I'm going to start off baggage mode next, I think, which is that one. So now we're down to $155,000. But if I go to passengers now, I have terminal 2, which is $500,000. Oh my goodness. Look how big it is. That's a much bigger one. Like it's the same size as a whole runway, or like it's like maybe 3 or 4 of the other ones. Okay. When we click on that, is there any difference in what it does for us? Let's go into our research and see what it says here. So if we look at Terminal 2, builds Terminal 2 and increases the airport's maximum passenger capacity. Okay. Should I build another parking stand? I'm going to build another parking stand. Oh, it's starting to rain. See the little raindrops coming down? That's fun. All right, let's build small parking, 1 and 2. And then we will build our taxiways. Boop, ba-doop. Boop, boop, boop. And we'll put an apron in there too. I'm trying to figure out these shadows because they go different ways. I mean, it's based on the orientation. Like they're coming this way and they're taking off that way. So it's a set graphic, but I don't know what it's supposed to mean or if it's just there to add a little visual interest. That's fine. I just don't know what it means. All right. So that's all going there. You can see the peoples. I don't know if they're passengers or if there's something else, but whatever. That's fine. We made $300,000 somehow. Uh-oh. Fuel's at 10%, so we need to fill up our fuel. Okay, did you hear a little ding, ding, ding? They gave us a little indication that our fuel was low. And we have all of that. Okay, cool. All right, so our planes are doing their thing. I'm very happy with where we're at right now. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. And we're seeing the airplanes go and do their things. So now is the next morning. We should have some more flights coming in. We got our little flights going out. And I don't want little flights. I want big flights. So I click on touchdown. Oh, I don't know what that means. Suppose I could Google it, but I don't know what it means. We got lots of private planes landing, which I guess is okay for a starting airport. I don't know what this thing is. Hold on. I don't know what that means. So when I hover over a lot of stuff, it doesn't really give me good indications of what's what. But our airport is secure because it's behind this fence right now. That's what we needed to do, is make sure that you couldn't get to any of this without the fence there, I think. I don't really know. All right. But you can see we've got 4,376 passengers. That's great. Are we a regional airport yet? We are a regional airport, and that's why we got the $500,000 or $100,000. So this is how we can make more money, as well as getting different milestones. So business, we need to we've earned $715,000, so we have another 300 and so to go, a little less than that. We get another $100,000 over here. We're only need another 15 flights, and we become a major airport. Yeah, that's awesome. And then premium airport, we're still at 3 stars. You can see that, but we've definitely gotten higher. And yeah, we're doing stuff. It's taking time for sure, but we are getting there. Let's take a look here. Actually, let me go into, not cargo, supply. Because we did research baggage, and I don't know how to do anything with it. So if I go below ground, we have our baggage thing, but I don't know where to be taking the baggage to. So let's go back over to research. Unlocked baggage handling depots required for baggage and okay. So Supply, services, baggage depot. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put that right there, I suppose. Must be connected to a baggage belt. Okay, so we'll go underground. We'll select baggage belt and we'll just connect those together. Is that all we need to do? Let's go back above ground and I need to buy a baggage truck and a baggage worker. It says it's connected. So I guess that's a cloud, the ominous oval overtaking our airport here. But I want to see one of the big planes land. Hopefully it will come soon and we can figure out what's going on with that. But our little, oh, you know why we don't have big ones? We have to offer another contract to this. So let's sign this one. That means we should have big planes. Our contract ended, so we were running out of time and space there. All right, so now we got the big ones. I want to see if we get a baggage truck coming over. So we got fuel. Fuel's there again. So we have all that going. I just can't tell what's happening with baggage. But I think we're going to hit the pause button here because I think that's a good stopping point. Not too long, not too short, and we got some stuff accomplished. And I think that will wrap us up here for today. Folks, thanks as always for joining me. I greatly appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.